Hey guys, let's try this again. Hopefully nobody popped on there. I kind of goofed trying to set the stream up. But let's wait a few minutes, see if anyone shows up. I'm gonna post a couple links here. Hey, Mr. Blue. Hello, Obi-Wan's Meme Hut. Thanks, man. Appreciate the like. Oh, what am I doing here? So this set, I actually I bricklinked all the parts to, which was a lot cheaper. Way more cheaper. There's actually a story behind me deciding to bricklink this set. You can't hear, you can't hear me. Read lips. I should be streaming and describe video. Well, I was supposed to maybe have a guest tonight, but haven't heard from him in a bit, so I don't know if he fell asleep or what. Let's see if he comes around. I'll get set up and we'll get started. I'm going to film a time lapse if I can. That's the plan anyway. Whoa, Bricks Toys. How are you, Jazz? Well, this should be interesting. Hopefully everything's here like I thought it was anyway. All right. Worst part of doing these kinds of builds is I don't have near enough room on my table. So I got parts scattered all over the bed. They're going to be constantly up and down. This should be interesting. Has anyone ever printed off instructions and tried to use them? It's too bad Lego doesn't have higher res images on their PDFs. Yeah, no kidding, man. Long time no see. Like maybe like an hour. So what's everyone up to tonight? Yeah. Well, it's not quite black and white, but the res is crap. You like that, yeah? When I built the Death Star 2, I did the same thing. And yeah, it was challenging. Are you streaming at all this week, Jazz, or planning on? Six. Had a late supper here tonight, fired up. Got a pellet smokers. We got home from work, and one of those things that's slower than a barbecue, but the finished product is worth it. Favorite set? Um, got a couple. I would say favorite set that I haven't built is the UCS Slave 1. That will come eventually. And favorite? Favorite, there's two. I'm gonna say the Death Star 2, which I also bricklink the parts for, and probably the gunship, the old gun, the one from was it 2013, and most challenging build. You can see it in the background, right over there, that Darth Maul bust. Ah, all bricks count. Welcome. You woke up. I was wondering when you'd show. I sent you a link there. Yeah, Obi, that's I'd say those are my faves. I've got lots of building to catch up on though. I'm getting as bad as all bricks count, catching up on builds. Maybe not quite that bad, but work gets in the way. Work and family. No. God, this is gonna get old fast going back and forth. Yeah. Um, least favorite. Hmm. You know what? Um, it was the bounty hunter. What was it called? It was a bounty hunter ship. It's the one that, mind you, the figs are great. It had like the Aura Singh fig in it. It was that green bounty hunter ship. It didn't really float my boat. It's kind of weird where the engines are too. It doesn't really sit up. It doesn't display well. I think that would be my least favorite. Yeah, very similar. I would say they took some inspiration from it. I would say for sure. Yeah, I noticed that too. Have you built the Razor Crest there, Obi-Wan? Mm, 6x6. So yeah, the story behind this, I think it was around Christmas time, or maybe just after. and I saw a vlog of the brick bin in Calgary. See you, Obi-Wan. Thanks for stopping in. So, saw it on a vlog, brick bin in Calgary. A buddy of mine was going around the store, and I see on the shelf is a sealed box UCS B-Wing. I'm like, wow, that's freaking cool. So we talk, and he was talking about maybe going back, and I was going to get him checked and see how much it was. So, yeah, in the meantime, everyone knows the YouTuber in Edmonton, Brixie, announces he's going to the brick. And instantly I had worry. I thought, he's going to buy it. Sure as hell. And lo and behold, his shopping vlog comes out. What did he do? He buys the UCS B-Wing. And that pissed me off to no end. Nothing I could do about it, but still pissed me off. So I said, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to bricklink the parts, and I'm going to still build it, and I'll get it cheaper. So that's what I did. I even went as far as ordered aftermarket a decal for it. So I got I don't know if anyone's seen it. The name of them is it's on eBay. Zach Perry. He sells like decals and acrylic stands and stuff like that. Does really nice work and gets it out really fast. Like I had it, I think it was less than a month, just regular mail. Like considering it's come from Australia, it was super fast. You bet. Yeah, I see you there. I was just looking. Richard had said he wanted to sit in on the stream, but I haven't seen him try to join yet. So this will probably be the worst repetitive part of the whole build. Is I got to do this, and then I'll just turn around and do it a second time. It's the what is it? It's kind of the engine. I guess it's the engine portion of it. Oh, okay, far side. There we go. Finicky. Oh, really? Another Hive stream. He's streamed almost like every night since like Saturday. Ratchet pieces. I'm already getting tired of getting up and down. Just what I need after a long day at work. Didn't really need any more exercise today. Rick, you're back. Oh, the man, the myth, the legend.
It's a lie. There we go. Here, let me turn this. Perfectly orchestrated lie.
Yeah.
There we go. I actually passed out. I was on the couch.
I had a feeling.
And I literally had the phone on me. It's like, oh. And I told my wife, I go, you weren't supposed to let me do that.
Whoops.
That's what happens when I have a hot chocolate.
Oh, really?
Oh, I'm so exhausted. What a day. What a day. I'm glad it was over.
Well, yeah, basically last week I was pulling 10-hour shifts myself too, so it's funny as you get older. Like there was a time, like I want to say 15 years ago, like I would work 16, 18-hour days and do it for like 4 to 6 weeks straight.
Yeah.
Now I can't pull a 10-hour day without being exhausted.
Oh, yeah. I don't even want to try. I mean, I don't mind doing my shift, but it's like, yeah. And then right out the door. I work till 4:30 normally, and 4:31, that's when I parked my machine. I said, I am done.
Yeah.
Plugged it in and got the hell out.
Catch you later.
Now, they got the best 10 hours possible out of me, but trust me, at 10 hours plus 1 minute, nope. Rick, you want to get the door? It's like, no, you got a whole other shift here now. You don't need me now. I see 6 operators there. I'm going home.
No, that's okay. You can close the door yourself.
Yeah. Goodbye. So, yeah, I'm still sitting here holding my phone and taking pictures of my stuff.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, my God. Well, I mean, I'm just so far behind on stuff.
Like I'm behind again, even just like I was making sure I added everything to Brickset. I haven't done that in a long time. Now I'm kind of scared.
And that's easy.
And I know.
Yeah.
And now I'm not sure. I think I put stuff in the closet that's added, and I think I rearranged the closet. Yeah. It's like crap. I'm gonna have to end up pulling it all out and doing an inventory again.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the beauty of the way I do things is all I have to do is, okay, what did I put on Facebook or what did I put on YouTube? So it's not hard to figure out where I last left off. If there was any doubt.
Here's these tiles I was telling you about that I had to get from the States.
Yeah.
6x6 tiles.
And in that color.
Yeah.
See, they give you, and that's got the dimple in the center, right?
On the
tile?
on the top, like on the top of it.
Yeah. Is there a dimple
It's got a
or
little mark where it was, I guess, where it was released off the machine or whatever.
injection mold? Yeah.
Yeah.
See, on the black piece version of that, it's much more noticeable because that's what they put on top of the on the Batmobile, and I guess some people felt that it was so abhorrent, or the texture of the piece compared to the surrounding pieces. So Lego just offers up 3 other tiles in place of that one in black, and it's better matches.
I've heard that from a few, like on the Facebook groups, people talking about that.
Yeah.
Did you?
I got pieces for both ways, so I'm not too worried about it. I didn't even need to ask Lego. I already have them, but yeah, I'll sooner or later just say, hey, you want to give me the 3 pieces that you give everyone else?
Yeah.
For free, and send it to me at your cost.
We were talking the other night about what the heck, the resistance bomber pilot or whatever.
Finch, yeah.
Yeah, I'm kicking myself for not taking the time to contact them and get the pieces from. Like, I should have.
Yeah, I'm guessing that ship has sailed. I don't know.
Yeah,
it'd be funny to say, hey, I bought this, can you give me that?
Yeah. Because I know that one in particular, I bought it from Walmart for 50% off.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was, yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, you're right. That one, yeah, you're right.
And I got it for $75.
That's why I was wondering why I got so many of them.
Put away.
I got it at some sort of Walmart clear. I mean, honestly, they're the only ones who have any clearance worth picking up.
Yeah.
I've never scored big clearance at Toys R Us. I've picked up stuff nicely at 25% off or 30% off, but I've never gotten a great haul at Toys R Us and go, oh, look what I got. Like, no.
Yeah.
At Toys R Us. If it happens, I haven't seen it. I'm not that lucky.
The only thing I got from Toys R Us, a long retired set.
Well, yeah, and that's the nice thing about shopping in stores is you trip over stuff that someone forgot in the back.
Yeah.
Some stock kid never put on the shelf properly, and someone else has got, hey, boss, look what I found. All right, put it on the shelf.
Well, it was that it was Obi-Wan's, is it Interceptor and the Hyper Ring set?
Right.
So it's got Django and Boba figs or whatever in it.
Okay.
It was already retired for like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
What the heck?
I didn't say hey to
almost
everyone.
Passed on.
Hi, Mr.
I almost
Blue.
passed on. What?
I forgot to say hi to everyone.
Oh, yeah. Bye, Mr. Blue. Yeah, I'm gonna try and pop on Jeff's stream too.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out if I'm actually on it or not. I now have standing invites. Apparently, I made a good impression.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Oh, hey, it was a lot of fun. Great bunch of guys. Great bunch of guys. I had a good time. And I definitely made the right decision on, hang with the guys more my age.
Yeah. Yeah, because you said you kind of had an invite for a while and you then kind of just passing up on it a few times.
Yeah. I mean, getting one invite somewhere is kind of easy, and then once you're on, it's like, was it natural? Did you mesh well with the other people and personalities, and
Right.
was the humor in line? And of course, that's a tricky thing too, like not wanting to do or say anything awkward,
Yeah, you don't want to offend anyone the first time.
which is
The time out.
which is really easy to do.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, I decided on this angle because no one can really see my hands, and wondered what the hell is he doing. Actually, it's not that big a deal. Maybe I'll switch it up. Let's see if I do that. Hope I don't screw this up. See, this is why I got to figure out what it is that's causing the sine wave, because it's hard for me to
You getting
correct.
those
Yeah.
lines there? I see.
Well, half of my lights are the digital LED ones, and that's kind of half my problem. And I mean, I've got tricks to clear it up, and sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't. So if I aim it up, and look at that, just at that level. Oh, that's brutal. Maybe I can't show that. I wanted to.
So I was saying I don't have near enough room on my table here, so I got parts all over the bed, scattered on the bed, so constantly up and down, up and down.
Yeah.
And then I get to a point where I can't see the part I need, so I just stood there for like a minute trying to find.
Leave that camera going. Yeah, I can't do what I wanted to do. And I don't, and this is another thing too. I put two more of my older lights here. I got these ones here, and I put little L brackets on them.
Oh, okay.
So I can just stand them
you
on
can
the.
stand them.
Yeah, well, they have no weight, and honestly, the wire's heavier than the light, and it will just pull in all different directions. Now, and I put the metal bracket in there, and then I didn't want it to scratch a table, so I used duct tape on that. I gotta admit, I love duct tape, but I just use it everywhere. This way now it's not scratching the surface. I just got to see, did this work?
I found the first of the bloody expensive pieces that I color swap. Let's see where I'm using the one.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Here in the nose of them. I had them here today. There. So I didn't know whether to use black or use light. Not sure what would be better.
I'm screwing with my photos right now. It's like, oh, I don't like to do this because my old workflow, I could just take the pictures and go, but then it seems like I've almost got too much light. Hey, Jacob.
Not too bad. I'm already sick and tired of getting up and down and getting parts off the bed. I don't have near enough room. But other than that, so of all the parts right here, that piece is actually supposed to be dark bluish gray, but they were so expensive, so I have the option of either black or light. Ooh,
right. Yeah. Yeah. That's right. Yeah. You showed me those.
So I don't know.
You said it was only four pieces, or?
There's 4 total. So I did some searching. I'd so far only found there's 2 of them, because I got to make this the second time because they go together. There's 2 halves.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. That's why I got extra. I got 4 of black and 4 extra of the light gray, because I was like, I don't know which one will be better. be a game time decision.
And those are all going to be visible on the final build?
This will just be like not super visible. It'll be kind of in the shadows of it. I'm almost thinking I'd go black. Because the piece it's going on is black anyways, so I think that's what we'll go with that. But yeah, the reason I did that is because they're like, Jacob, this piece here in light bluish gray or dark bluish gray, like $30 or $35 a piece.
That's something else.
And I was gonna have to get them from overseas. I was like, no. No. So if I'm gonna keep watching. If I stumble across them, maybe I'll go to the trouble of getting them, and I could always finish it off properly. But yeah, isn't that crazy?
No, that is definitely something else. I definitely would have made the same decision. Go cheap.
Yeah. And I understand that they're rare. Like it's only used in. I want to say that color was only used in 2 sets. Pretty sure, 1 or 2. And this may have been the only one. I'd have to look again. But still, oh Christ.
Oh man. I tweaked my photos, and afterwards, I don't even know if it was worth the effort. I'm looking at it like, the problem is it's very easy for me to wash out my photography with my lights set up. Too easy. And it's like, I mean, the solution is to get a light box, and I've had one. I actually tore it apart. The problem is with a light box, I got to put whatever I want to take a picture of inside of it. Yeah. Then you put a light on top and the lights on the side. And the idea is, hopefully, you end up with something that'll produce no shadows and with the right amount of light without it being glare on them. Yeah, overexposure. But it's tough without overexposing, and it's really tough because now you got this weird box-like thing. Yeah. And I don't know if you've seen them, but sometimes it can be really hard to work with, especially if the item's bigger. And as I want the box art, and then later I want to do the build the same way, it's like it can be really tough to put some of these things inside.
Yeah, it's kind of time consuming.
Well, and there's that setup, which is why I figured, I did the desk and the back plane and the lights the way I did. Like it's kind of a good enough. But then I'm my own worst critic.
Yeah. So you built Jacob. Crap, I can't even think of the names now.
There's only one Marvel set that's any good, and that's the Thor set. The Thor couch is the best set ever made. Yep.
I saw that when I was in Edmonton at Mastermind.
There's no other Marvel set I want. And it's like, no, I don't want to start collecting Marvel sets. I only get the mechs, and there's a reason for it.
But yeah, that set even came with the little controller. I saw that. I was like, oh, cool.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, they're holding, like, Korg is holding the little, like, PS3 controller or whatever it is.
Okay. I don't know. That kind of puts it over.
Yeah.
I might have to. It's not an expensive set, like $40, right?
No, it's not bad. Good promo, yeah. I even took a picture and I sent it to one of my coworkers because we've talked about in the past about how that's one of our favorite parts of that movie is when Korg's telling Thor, "Oh, the kid's back again. Called me a dickhead or whatever." Oh, that's funny.
Oh. All right, I'm happy with my photos. So I'm very kind of anal with the process. So I've taken my pictures. Then the next step is I upload them to Google Photos. So I have a permanent backup because I just don't have the space to save them on my phone anymore.
Yeah.
Permanently. But that's the best thing about Google Photos. They're not going anywhere. And as long as you don't upload video to it, you could potentially upload photos forever.
Oh yeah.
Once you start to upload video and you hope, I'll let it back up the video on my phone, let's say. That's kiss of death because then you're only going to have like 4 gigs or something. But if it's photography and if you let it use its high res compression, they'll store just about anything for you.
New Master 69, yeah. Oh, now I'm even getting up and I don't have to. The part's in front of me.
So what would you say if I told you I got more Halo sets? Well, since I was on the other side of town going to FedEx. Oh, okay. I'm not going to tell you the story about FedEx. I will save it for Friday. It's good. Let's just say there was a level of Karen-ness that came out of me.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. Oh, those poor guys. It's not even their fault.
You know they're gonna Ace Ventura your package next time.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
And there's a couple guys I've gotten to know pretty good over there now, and there's this one guy who, the last 3 weeks when I go, and he keeps because he knows he sees the package. Oh, what'd you get? And so I tell him, and he goes, "Oh yeah, that's great, this and that," and he keeps forgetting my channel name. I said, "Listen, all bricks count," He says, "Oh yeah, I was looking on Saturday." I said, "Dude, and you missed out because that would have been a good time to tune in, dude." But yeah, I gave him a little code word, so when he comes into chat Friday, hopefully, I'll know who he is, so I can connect with him. But seems like a cool guy. I might hook him up with. What was that set I had a bunch of? Shoot, that hard to get set. Luke's out on the thing, and the Vader's talking to him. "I'm your father." Scene. What is that? Bespin Luke or Bespin?
The Bespin set or whatever they call it.
Yeah, I got to count how many I got and see what I'm willing to get rid of, and because he seems to want it, and he already threw out a number that actually was quite pleasing. So it's like, okay.
Oh yeah.
I don't have to go that high, but yeah. I can help you out, I think.
You're nervous they're gonna damage your gunship? You know what? I've always been nervous.
I want to tell the story, but I can't. I'm gonna hold on to that. It's like, honestly, it was something else.
Well, what was it? Not this year. What was it last year? What was? Oh, it was the A-Wing was last, not this past May 4th, the one before, and I got it. I ordered it online, and that's what I was nervous about when I thought, what kind of shape is the shipping box going to be in when it shows up?
I wouldn't have even cried too much about a box that was banged up compared to kind of the hissy fit that I threw. Yeah, when it's like, What do you mean this is what? Yeah, but yeah, honestly, it'll be worth it Friday, I promise.
All right, so where is that? How does that go?
See, now I've got it in my library now in Google Photos. Honestly, it's a whole thing now. Then I go to Snups. Pray Snups is working. I tell you though, it's just getting worse and worse. Like it's just so slow. I'm convinced they're just piggybacking somebody else's internet or cloud storage. I mean, there's just something weird going on there.
Hey, Mama Lego.
Where's Mama Lego? Hello, good evening,
He's in
Eileen.
chat. I see as much as a crease in the box. I'll call him now. Yeah, and waiting 2 weeks. I don't know. I haven't done a lot of online orders from Lego for a while, but when that last few that I did, like earlier in the year, yeah, they took forever to finally ship.
Oh,
It sat in warehouse forever.
so Jacob just mentioned something. Check this out. So, the days of crying endlessly to Lego about boo-hoo the corner, boo-hoo this little dent or crease or whatever. Yeah, they're coming to an end. They are banning or blocking more and more people from ordering online.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, on VIP. Yeah. I mean, it's funny. It seemed to be strongest in BC at first, from what I was seeing from people in Lego Collectors Canada. But now it's coming this way in Ontario. Yeah, Winston was a big one.
Yeah.
But I'm seeing more and more of it, and it's not just on the purchases or maxing out your purchases on one account. Forget other shenanigans. Now I'm seeing those who routinely go, yeah, my box is dented, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Lego's starting to turn a corner here, and they're just starting to say, you're done with us.
Right.
And they absolutely can. There's nothing stopping them from saying, we're done doing business with you.
Yeah.
Like
I try not to push it too hard. And you know what? I had when did I place that order? I had a box come and it ended up they pretty much missed with the packing tape. So the one flap was basically open. And I opened it up, and that was when that carbonite keychain promo and stuff.
Yeah.
And like a couple of the set boxes were all wet, and like the one was a gift. Yeah, that was before Christmas. The one was a Christmas gift. And,
I remember that.
I called up Lego, and I just asked if they could. Well, they were gonna let me send it back, and I said, well, you know what, it's fine. Like I can live with it. But can you do anything as far as points or anything like that?
Right.
And it's not like I asked for a specific number, and she's like, she just read out, how about $30 in points? It's like, deal. that's great.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you save them the shipping hassle, so.
Well, yeah, that's what I told her. I was like, well, I don't want to be bothered with having to go to the post office. I'd be more than happy. I'd keep it, but like if I'm going to spend that.
I think Jacob's not understanding the point. It's not about the one complaint or two complaints or even three complaints. There's absolutely people in this community. Some are taking full advantage
like
of what is probably universally known as the best customer service, because they pretty much are. And Lego, of course, especially when you order through VIP, they got a record of everything you do, everything you order, every time you've called in, every time you've returned something, every time you said something didn't show up. Because there's also those kinds of people too. Oh, I didn't get it at all. Uh-huh. It wasn't in the box. It was on the
Yeah.
paper. Trust me, they got all this info. And there's absolutely cases where you've seen, like, Ryan and then me. I've had that too with the box with virtually no tape, where I could push down the center and I could take the contents out without
Oh
opening
yeah.
the box. I mean, it was ridiculous. And actually, it was probably around Christmas when that happened. But yeah, they're looking at some of their worst offenders now, as any business should, and just simply saying you can go to the store. They're not killing the VIP. They're just simply saying you can go to the store now. Go and select your box from the store and be happy. It's what they're being very polite about it.
Yeah.
We can't service you from. So one letter was great, and basically it was only 2 paragraphs, and they basically uh, spoke to the effect that we only have the one courier. We have a contractual agreement with the courier. We work as best as we can with the courier, but between how we might package something in the warehouse and how it gets handled or mishandled by the courier, we're at our wits' end with you. You would be best served by going to your local Lego stores to fulfill your future orders.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? They're right for those who have those repeated problems. And I think for most of us, it's rare that the box is crushed, that something is actually truly missing from the order, unless it's been rifled through by FedEx. I mean, FedEx drivers are not immune to doing, 5-finger discount on your box, but I do feel they're better than most. But yeah, there's definitely a wave, and I'm seeing it through Lego Collectors Canada and even people who reached out to me on the club and just saying, "Hey, have you seen this? I got this letter." It's like, "Oh, dude, how many complaints have you made?" And they
Yeah.
say, "Well, in 12 months, I made 4, but this one was this big and this one was this issue here." I go, "Oh, I mean, actually, in one case, I felt it was kind of petty of Lego, but when I looked at the body of the amount of complaints, I go, yeah, I guess I would see that." Um,
You can kind of see it from both angles, eh? It's
well,
like, well,
because I'm on the inside too, right? From my perspective in the warehouse and when I'm shipping stuff out, and I know absolutely how some stuff leaves my building, and then so if we haven't done a good job, and I'm always on my guys about this, now the couriers have it, and they're going to bounce it around, and I mean, it's just a trickle down effect. And for every guy who's going to touch that box before you get it, that's one more opportunity for it to get banged and dinged and beat up and dropped onto a wet floor of a truck. Trust me, it happens.
yeah.
I had one trailer that when it arrived, it was leaking. And it's like, oh, what am I going to do? And we assessed the trailer and we go, okay, it's not supposed to rain today. It's going to get to the courier in the next 5 hours. We loaded the trailer, and then we sent a note saying, you're going to have to fix the roof in this trailer. Because if I didn't do that, it would have been a whole nother day before those customers would have got those orders. Just because of right now, there's a shortage of trailers in Ontario. Actually, shortage of trailers worldwide, by the way. Yeah.
Oh yeah, like van trailers.
Yeah. Yep. And containers. Yeah, it's something else right now. Yeah, I think T-Mog feels the way I do. If it's just a ding box, and if it's a gift, I mean, I know that you were in. Actually, it wasn't. You didn't just have the issue at Christmas. You had going into Halloween. You had issues too. With something you ordered, and was it the costume or something?
Oh,
The timeliness of the order, I think, was a problem too. Like,
yeah, we were worried it was going to show. Well, and it ended up not showing up for Halloween. And then, of all things, it got here, and it was after Halloween, it was too small.
and it was too small. Okay, now, and I remember telling you about the problems that we have at the Big W when it comes to anything, so Halloween related stuff, because people use us as a rental service. So guess what? Costumes by the truckloads come back. worn once, right? It was defective. It was okay. It was okay on All Hallows Eve, but the
Yeah.
next day it was defective, and you sent it back. Oh no, it's bad. Um,
Well,
I
that's why
wouldn't be
I
surprised if we don't start seeing a shift in certain policies with the big W when it comes to, you know what, maybe we shouldn't carry some of the stuff or sell it on the website. I don't know. I mean, people will return it to the store too.
yeah.
But yeah, ever since there was a .ca and a .com in the States, people have used it as a rental service because the customer service is pretty good on, you call them up, hey, there's something wrong with my product. All right, well, they'll pretty much take it back in all cases. It's ridiculous. Even in the stores when they say now you got to have a receipt and stuff, I'm still seeing people take it in without a receipt
Right.
and getting away with it because they want you in and out of the store without you causing trouble. It seems like them changing the policy to you must have the receipt, and trying to enforce that is more about, well, let's try and stop as many people as possible. But if we still got a couple, we're still going to deal with it and get them in and out.
Yeah. Well, we didn't bother even trying to return that costume either. It's like,
really,
we'll just deal with it next year. So in beginning of October, we'll just post it and we'll just sell it. Somebody will buy it locally.
Well, it's funny. You go to Value Village 30 days after Halloween, and you see the bucket loads of costumes that got donated. Because all these families know, well, my kid's not going to fit this crap next year. I'm getting it out now before my kid thinks we can deal with it. Jacob says, I found it both sad and funny that Mandar was so sour about the gunship because his box had a hole in it.
Yeah.
Was I the only one that had a little grin on my face? And I shouldn't feel like that. That's so petty, but it's like.
But it was definitely funny. It's like of all people,
to
have the damaged box, it was him.
Yeah. It's like I almost wonder.
Yeah.
Is there
the same thing I am?
Is there a flag on certain accounts where, because they know his account, they surely do.
Yeah.
That, either there's a flag like, guys, we might want to double box this one or something, or you know what? If we go with the old fragile term, fragile is Italian for drop and kick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Wonder, they knew he was going to be. Maybe they had plans. They had that one damaged box, and like, well, guess who's getting that?
It's funny. Like, I've seen some people who show boxes online, and it's like, oh, I see. There's forklift, the blades, which are 4 inches wide, 4.5, 5 inches wide, and I can see those two pokes, and it's like, oh my goodness, how did that even get out like that? But the thing is, it probably didn't get out like that. The couriers all use the same machines I do in-house, and it probably happened on a dock, getting cross-docked from one trailer to another, from one building to another.
It's one of the things you work like in a warehouse and stuff like that, and you can see that kind of stuff from a mile away. You know exactly what happened.
Yeah. But I'll be honest. I mean, when I do get something dinged, it sucks. But I also know how long it takes to go through. And you guys have seen me. I've done some great things with Lego's customer service, but the time it takes sometimes isn't worth it. Like, okay, when I got over $200 in points because I cried foul when I didn't get the gift with purchase with, what was it, the Moss Isley. And then it's like, okay, I'm canceling the Moss Isley. Well, you can't do that. It's in warehouse. Like, oh, bullshit. You've done it for me before. Don't tell me you can't be done. I know you tell everyone the same thing, but don't tell me you don't have a guy here who can make a call there and stop it on the floor. That is BS. You guys are monstrous. Of course you can pull that off.
Getting to walk down the floor.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
grab the piece of paper out of the pile
Yeah.
that has your name on it.
Now, I never told you guys the part two to all that. You guys all saw, oh, look at all the points Rick got, this and that. That's amazing. And I used the points, and then I ended up, basically taking the equivalent in cash and buying, the actual gift with purchase from Jazz, and then the rest of the money I bought another set, and then later I took the $200 plus worth of points and I bought whatever from Lego. But that wasn't the end of the story. The end of the story was when they still actually shipped the Mos Eisley. And it's like, I told them, I ain't doing that. I'm not picking it up. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. Right. Because I had gotten to a point to their level 2 or level 3, customer support person at FedEx who said, at Lego, oh yeah, we're going to put a flag on it, so FedEx, when they get it, it'll just bounce right back to us, and you won't get a notice, you won't get this, you won't. It's like, no, I got a notice, you're stressing me out. I've got a $500 box or whatever there, and I see the ding on my credit card. So you guys did let it get out. I did get dinged. So guess how much they gave me? After. Just take a guess. How much more points to shut me up? It's not a crazy amount.
Another $60.
Add 40.
Oh, really?
So that's the end all for that. But the thing is, you know how long that took me? So the original conversations were over an hour and a half, 2 hours, whatever it was, across 3 calls, right? On my way home from work that day, when I realized I wasn't getting the gift with purchase. And then the 2 or 3 days later, when that thing did slip out of their warehouse and they did ding me for it, it's like, I said, well, yeah, okay, so you're going to refund me, but it's going to be days before it shows up. I cried a river.
Yeah.
It took me maybe another hour plus on the phone, but I got another $100 out of it.
Yeah.
So I'm absolutely one of those a-hole customers at times, because, look, in the end, I didn't buy the set. And if you add it all up, then it's not 200, over 200 got. It's over 300 I got for that ridiculous Mos Eisley whole kerfuffle.
Yeah. It's funny. Mama, she's talking about the order she got from Walmart, and she got a microwave and it was just destroyed.
Oh, and you know what? And the sad thing was, that was probably straight from my building too. All I could say is, we're sorry.
Sorry. My bad.
I hope it wasn't an RCA one. I shouldn't speak bad of the RCA ones, but it's the cheapest one we sell. That could happen at any point. Could happen in our own building. But the thing is, we're really good about catching bad, banged up boxes, blah, 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 making sure it doesn't get out the door. But once it's out the door, we can't control any of that. And depending on which carrier and where you live can determine how many hands that one package goes through. If you're in the GTA, hopefully it doesn't get bounced around too much. But once you're outside the GTA, then it's going to get handed off X number of times, and it can be crazy. Like, I feel bad for people who live on the far coasts, because we've only got a couple of people who will touch it going that far, especially depending on the size of the package. And the changeovers can be quite extensive before you get your package. I would love to hear from people like, oh, how long did it take you to get that microwave on the other side of the province? Oh, let's see. Ooh.
So that looks okay.
I like that.
Left it black in there. I think that was all right. So now I got to do another one of those.
No one notices that unless you call it out. Yeah. Honestly, no one
I'm kind of curious where the other two go. No. Back to the beginning.
I can't remember how much I got this on discount.
That was funny. earlier I popped onto Jacob's stream, and then I peeked at Amazon again. And I've been
Again, after the one you
yeah,
showed me?
yeah.
You really need to stop looking at Amazon.
I do.
Your wife's
It,
going to kill
you know
you.
what? Yeah, she's going to. So I popped on there, and what did I see? There was the Marvel takedown truck was 30% off, so I figured I'll grab one of those for a Christmas gift. So I grabbed it, and then there was it was some Ninjago Nindroid. I don't even know what the set was, but I remembered that Jacob is big into the Nindroids, so he's on
Okay.
a stream. I snapped a picture of it. I sent to him, and he peeks on it. He totally like stopped the stream. He
Oh,
had to
no.
place it on Amazon because it was 50% off.
Yeah.
So, and he was almost ready to do his order, and then I was like, "Don't forget to click it was a gift, so they make sure they package it nicely."
Still not a
Like, oh
guarantee,
crap!
unfortunately, but at least it's something we can hope for. I know I do it every time. I always try and remember.
Yeah, I
Click
do
on
too.
gift.
Yeah,
I do find it helps if you order multiples or you get extra
yeah.
packages because then there's a chance they're going to pack stuff
See,
together.
that's what I should have done with this one. So I got that sitting there. That'll be for the next haul video.
Okay.
But yeah, just the way they kind of fell, they weren't all on sale at the same time. And of all things, yeah, they package it in a freaking bubble mail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You honestly, you'll see more of that from Amazon, more of that from Walmart, and more slap picking where they put the sticker right on the box.
Well, yeah, and that's why I always click a gift. Usually, I think that's you're pretty safe. They won't just slap the shipping sticker right on the box, but
Yeah. Now, I do envision a future. They've tried it in the States, and Amazon has in the States. I'm not sure if they're going to roll it out up here, but it's like a concierge service. Like, well, actually, they kind of have it here where they have the gift wrapping where you pay $5.
Yeah, you saw
So,
that at Christmas time. I had that one I showed you. That was unreal. I had no idea. And all I did was click that it was a gift. I
yeah.
didn't pay for extra wrapping.
Oh,
And they put it in
okay.
that fancy gift bag. I was like, what the
Yeah.
I opened the box. What the hell?
Well, in the States, yeah, they rolled out a concierge service where it's supposed to be, yeah, it's packaged well, it's wrapped up, gift wrapped, and they do an exceptional level of over packaging for shipping. And it's like for some really reasonable fee of like $5, but for some people, like we're ordering $500 sets, like that could be worth it for us to just not be sweating and worrying. And if I got to open up some extra packaging material, sorry, screw the environment.
Yeah.
I'll recycle it. I'll reuse it if it's reusable.
You know what? And if you're spending $500 on a UCS set or something like that, oh yeah, I'll spend the extra $5 that I get it comes in immaculate shape kind of thing. It's especially a UCS set like that box it will carry if you think you'll sell it down the road, the box will help. It's definitely worth more with the box, especially in good shape box.
When I took out my UCS sets out of those the shipping boxes, I know one thing. It's like the Boba Fett ship. It's like, oh man, I had, should I keep this? It's like, why? I'm not going to sell this set, so I got rid of the brown box. Same thing with the Snow Speeder UCS, and trying to remember what else came in a brown box. But it's like, nah, let it go.
Yeah.
If I had any intent on selling it, okay, absolutely. Someone will appreciate me keeping the extra cardboard box.
The actual shipping
Same thing.
box.
Same thing. I got rid of the cardboard boxes for the Mega Bloks giant sets. It's because, for years I had them sitting in those 3 brown boxes, and it's like no one ever got to see this crap,
Yeah.
including me, because even when I put up the false wall with the shelves, it's like, what did I do with those 3 boxes? I put them behind that wall, and it's like, that was so stupid. No one could see these, the 3 greatest Mega Block sets in recent times. Like, what am I doing? Pull them out. Like the Grayskull set, right? How many comments do I get on Castle Grayskull, even if it's from a Lego purist?
Yeah.
And they go, "Oh, wow, they make that?" I go, "Yeah."
Well, even a Lego purist, they're like, because it's like, oh, cool, I love that show when I was a kid. Like,
Yeah.
it don't matter. They still think it's cool. Yeah, with Jacob, it was one of those things, you never know how long one of those sales is going to be on. So, yeah, it was kind of funny watching him he was scrambling.
It's nice to see Amazon worth looking at again, though, eh?
Well, yeah, and it
It's
just
been
out
a
of the
while.
blue.
Yeah.
It was out of the blue the other day,
And
and
it's not that old a set, so it's like, yeah, it's kind of nice, But see, Amazon, especially for their stuff, where they fulfill it,
yeah,
as many facilities as they have in Canada, the States, around the world, it's still a limited capacity. They can only have so much, and once they get to a certain point, and they only have, like in my case, with the Big W, once stuff gets to like a skid, let's say we brought in 200 skids of a bike, right?
yeah,
One particular bicycle, one size, one color, whatever, that one bike. Because we do bring in a crazy amount of bikes into my place. But once we get down to one skid, or even half a skid, now half a skid of bikes, if it's a large frame bike, that might only be 5 or 10 bikes.
yeah.
That is just killing us, having it in the building. And it almost disappears off the website anyway. And Amazon's really no different. Once you get to a point where you've got something that's only taking up half a space or a quarter of whatever the designated space is, that's not making money for you anymore. So it's better for them to liquidate it, get it out. And you think, oh, they're losing money. No, they made their money. They already made their money on all the other stuff.
They made it on the 9 other skids of bikes.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like, nope, get it out. And that's the thing with being in logistics and seeing how businesses work. And you think, no, you're wasting so much money. It's like, no, we are wasting so much money sitting on the product, hoping to get full price for it forever. It's like, no.
Well, that's every month that product sits in your inventory, you're paying, like,
yeah,
it's costing you money.
There's a cost per cubic foot.
Yeah.
And whatever that imaginary number is right now, I don't know, but it's significant. And once you get to a point where you only have, dwindling stock left and it's still eating up space, like, no, got to get it out. So it's nice seeing people put the stuff on clearance. Like, yeah, like with Walmart. Walmart's got three scales to make money. The price on stuff, full price at the beginning, and they know they're going to make this much profit on this percentage of the product. And that's honestly the bulk of their business anyway. Then the second tier, that first entry level discount, 5, 10, 15%, right? They know they're going to sell X amount, X percentage there, and they're still going to make a profit. And then the one we all hope for, the deep clearance, 50% or whatever. And even on 50% on some products, they still make money. Some they don't, some they do. And actually, given their purchasing volumes on stuff, they probably still do no matter what on anything you can think of. And they know they're going to make a certain profit on that lowest tier. Yeah. They still don't lose. Walmart isn't the number one retailer in the world by being stupid. We all think they're stupid, but they're not. They're not. And I've seen that from the inside, and sometimes I shake my head, and then I go, "Oh no, it's brilliant." They just move so much product, and they move it so fast.
Well, that's what we think. We're like beating the system when we pick up these deep clearance things.
They're not even sweating it. Nope, they don't even sweat it. And when you see that mom and pop toy store and they got to drop something by 50%, that hurts them because their markup isn't great.
Yeah.
But Walmart, because of their volumes, they don't care. And
What's really
some stuff's a lost leader anyway, so they don't even worry about it in the end because they knew they were going to lose on certain things anyway.
Yeah, they brought it in for the sole reason of putting it on a discount, deep discount. Yeah, we do that at certain times of year too. We'll have like a pre-harvest sale and selling something for like 30% off. Well, we bought such a volume, like you think we're selling for cost. Well, no, we bought it such a volume, like we were getting an extra discount, so we were still making money.
Yeah.
But to the consumer, like it's a hell of a deal. On like our competitors, like we have competitors in town for the same stuff, and they're wild. Like they're calling the rep, and they're like, "How in the fuck are they selling it for this?" Like,
Yeah.
they're giving it away, and rep Mark, he's like, "Sorry, like they want to sell it for that." I was like, "What am I to do about it?" So sorry.
I'm just glad I don't, I'm not in a business and competing with Walmart or with Amazon because, like, it's game over, guys.
Yeah. What's really cool is we've got a toy store in town called Toy Masters, but they got into a level. They're up to like I don't know what you call it, platinum level now, but they can get into like the bigger UCS sets and stuff like that. So the week they announced that they got to that level, like they had a well, that was spring.
Right.
They actually had gotten in some Falcons even.
Really?
Yeah, and they were gone off the website within that first week. People on locally must have snatched them up.
They price the Falcons at regular retail,
Yeah,
or
they're just retail.
wow?
Typically, everything there's retail. They do have sales strategically through the year, um, and they'll advertise they're going to do like a weekend Lego sale or something like that. Like I picked up stuff for 30% off there before. Go up on my lunch break or something like that. I found stuff, but it's not often by any means. But there's lots of people that particularly like are supporting them, which is great for a small town store.
Right.
You like to see them succeed, kind of thing. And it's cool to see those UCS sets and stuff locally. Yeah, because they've got the A-wing, they got the Star Destroyer, the Mos Eisley. They got all those on hand here.
I would love to know what their markup is, being the size they are. And especially if they are just selling at regular Lego retail price,
Yeah,
which if they're getting it through proper channels, they're probably forced to. Um,
yeah, like they're buying right from Lego and all
yeah,
that.
and Lego's not going to let them undercut right away. That's for sure.
But yeah,
They'll
this
just,
store
they'll
they've been
just say,
around
"No,
for
you won't buy any more from us."
yeah, they've been around for a long time already though. Like I bet you, I bet you they've been there 10 years. So like, and they've got like so much stuff there of just all kinds of like not just Lego, just everything, board games and books and oh god, those little handheld arcade games and those Metal Earth things and
All the Metal Earth stuff. Don't get me started.
Playmobil.
Hey, Corey.
Oh, Corey. Hey, man.
I switch over to my actual YouTube because I need to go back and see my own video. And it's like, oh, I just noticed Corey popped in because I can't actually see the stream right now.
I just remarked the other day, I was like, I haven't seen Corey in ages. And there he is.
Corey, you need to tell us what happened, brother. We missed you. While we're waiting for that to pop up, I need to find my video. Ooh, I almost got 50K views on that video. Nice.
Which one's that?
The Warthog video.
Oh, okay. Your like the collection one.
Yeah, that's my slow burn, but I get so many views off of that people jump onto my other stuff. So it's like,
oh yeah,
that's the one just keeps on giving, you know. I'm very happy with that video.
Yeah, I kind of figured probably had been busy at work. I know this time of year, I think I've built. This is the first set I've built in like a month. We're getting into harvest here now, so
yeah, I'll build some actual Lego this weekend.
Yeah, I did watch your vlog there, Corey, here the other day.
Oh, damn, that's what I need. Facebook. I can't remember what I got this stuff on discount for, and I can't find the receipts. It's kind of important to me right now.
We were, talking about Amazon. Like, I'm surprised. All of a sudden, like all the helmet sets and stuff that I'd been specifically waiting on, and said I'm not going to buy them until they go on sale, and then literally like within a few days of each other, it's like bang, bang.
Yeah, no, that was definitely nice. That's for sure.
And literally, I haven't seen anything worth pulling the trigger on Amazon in so long.
Oh, I'm looking. Why can't I see?
Ooh, $3. Get yourself a double.
See, I didn't write down how much. Oh, this is it. Isn't it funny when you stop looking for something, that's when you find it?
Yeah. What usually happens with me is I keep something, hang on to it finally, and I'm like, I got to clean this up. And the day after you throw it away, you need that thing.
Sure enough, where's the receipt? Down in the corner of shame. You know what? All weekend I swore to myself I was going to clean it up again. Nope. Because see, it's a safe zone. No one will step behind this desk here. No one will come in here. This is Daddy's spot. Only the cat is dumb enough to do it. And even the cat thinks twice. But if I put something in this corner, it won't ever move because no one will touch it. They're afraid to come here. And yeah, sure enough, there was the receipt.
See you, Corey.
My little personal pigsty.
Thanks for popping on, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate seeing you, buddy. I need to edit this again, don't I? Shoot.
What did everyone think of Jazz's new channel, Travels?
I have yet to watch it.
Oh, and watch it. I watched it the other day.
I only catch one of his videos a week on average now, so I probably just missed the announcement completely. Send me the link after, and I'll add it so I can catch up on the weekend.
Yeah. Kind of jealous of going to the Jays game. That's one thing I really want to do. I've never been to a Major League ball game. Been to an
Well,
NHL game, but I don't need to get to a baseball game.
well, I tell you, if you get a chance to come to Toronto and go to Sky Dome, oh, man, there's honestly no bad place to sit viewing wise. Almost, you know what I mean? Like now, it can be very no, it's not intimidating. That's not the right word. But yes, you're close together, and the way all the seats are angled and such, like you feel like people are on top of you almost. But the views are just incredible. You really feel so close, even though you might have some faraway seats. You know, if you're up in the 300s or whatever. I mean, but the views are still great even up there.
I guess the way he was talking, there was only like 15,000 people or something at the game, like so.
They're spaced out and such.
Spaced out.
I'm just saying the general feeling of being in that building over the years has been incredible. Yeah. It's always so expensive too, you know. Like for me, you gotta, if I were to drive down there, wow, that's $25 to $50 gone easy.
Yeah, well, that's what Jazz took the subway,
which is smart.
He parked at Yorkdale Mall.
Did he do that? See, now, so before COVID, in the summer, they've gotten so bad the last 4 years at Yorkdale that they'll have off-duty police and extra security as you're driving into the property. I love how they think. They'll sit there as you're driving into the property. Are you here to shop or are you here to park for the baseball game? Is anyone dumb enough to say, I'm here for the baseball game? I mean, does that even work? Yeah. But the best thing is, like, I've gone in there with my wife and, like, I go, watch this. And sure enough, the people park and they go to their trunk and they put on their Blue Jays, shirts and then right to the subway.
Yeah.
But, what can you do? Because it's I mean, honestly, the parking can be cut in half at that mall. I mean, it's one of the largest malls in Canada, easy.
Yeah.
And it's got a lot of parking. But still, when there's a big Jays game, man, it can be really tough in there. So it's not Christmas level parking, but it's bad. It's definitely tougher to park in there.
I was actually really surprised being at West Edmonton Mall how easy it was to park in there. Because that mall was busy. It was actually really busy. But as far as parking, like we never walked more than 100 yards from the door, like not very far. No, I would say that's pushing it. It's probably half that.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, this is super weird. I uploaded 6 photos. Only 3 went up to snups.
Oh, right.
Well, I know it's slow. Yeah, look, only 3. Because I'm also editing, updating it on the computer screen, which is why I don't see the stream at times. And it's like, I know I gave it all the photos, but it literally choked on some of them. Here, try this.
How is it that
1, 2, 3. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Yeah, I couldn't handle it before because it even gave me a pause saying, we are uploading your photos, blah, blah, blah. It's like, yeah, but you didn't upload all of them, you prick.
Yeah.
Because I look at it on the laptop. It's like, how come there's only 3 there? I take 6, one of each face of the box. Like, all right.
Mama Lego, it'll always be Sky Dome.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I refuse to call it the Rogers Center. I'm disgusted by that deal. And I used to work for them. And it's like, for them to be able to buy that building for, what was it, $25 million, when it cost us over 400 million or whatever, and we're still paying interest on that building. It's ridiculous. That should have been criminally investigated. And the fact that it wasn't just means the government of the time, knew what was going on and was in on it.
Yeah.
And the best part is, if you put SkyDome into any GPS software, it'll still get you right there.
Yeah.
So there's no reason for me to call it Rogers Center. It's like, no. I refuse to acknowledge it as Rogers Center. And you know what? If there was like one more year of COVID, lockdowns and stuff, I mean, they may do it anyway, but I'm convinced they'll sell the property. Because that property, yeah, even though they paid nothing for it, that property is a huge tax burden if they're not making it. Can you imagine what the real estate tax on that building is, and you're not making any profit for a year and a half? That can't be pretty, especially for Rogers.
It'd be nasty.
Yeah. And the worst part was, it wasn't even used for anything. Like, they could have used that as a COVID center or a shot center.
Yeah, like use it for the vaccinator. Yeah, like do the vaccinations there.
They could have done anything. They could have used that for temporary hospital space, whatever. No, we used the Metro Toronto Convention Center for a mass shot center, for the needles.
Yeah. Why
wasn't SkyDome used? I mean, what's better than a building that's basically a big open bowl, fresh air, right?
With all kinds of space to spread.
And if you have to, you can close it. You know what's the best part of that building is? So the roof closes in 3 sections. It's powered by the equivalent of 3 Volkswagen Beetle engines or something.
Yeah.
Not 3, 6 engines, something like that. So it's very low power to open and close it. Takes like 4 minutes or whatever, but I mean, it's a marvel of technology. It's pretty unique, that design. I don't know if anyone else replicated the same design. It's beautiful as a piece of architecture. And some people say, "Oh, it's already aging." This, that. Don't give me that crap. That thing still looks great.
Oh yeah.
But it was, to me, I was really disgusted to see nothing relevant was done with that building throughout all of COVID. It's like, come on. We could have done anything with that property.
Yeah, kind of a waste, eh?
Yep. I mean, I don't know what it costs to turn on the lights and open the doors. Significant. But whatever it costs, they could have written off. They could have written off the costs for sure.
I was gonna say, because like it's costing them something to, like, it's not like they could shut off all the power. Like, it still costs them. There's still power running there for whatever. So.
Oh yeah, and water and hydro and all that. Because can you imagine if something bad happens? Like,
well, and even there's always a minimum charge. Like, I don't. My furnace is natural gas, but nothing else in the house. So like it's funny, Manitoba. Like, I'm lucky. Maybe if I can stretch it 4 months a year that I'm not using natural gas.
Right.
It's still a basic charge. I'm still paying like $30 a month for natural gas in the months when I'm not using. Yeah.
Oh, that kills me. Oh, that's dirty.
No kidding.
Just for having a hookup and you're not using it. That is dirty.
And I didn't know it until I looked closer at my bill, because I'm on the equal payment plan. We've been on that for years and years.
So over the whole year, it's equaled out.
It's supposed to, and they're supposed to adjust it. Like, if I get too far one way, they start adjusting it the other way. They haven't done that near enough, and I'm like $200 or $300 in the hole, and like it refreshes in September. I don't have very much time to make up $300.
Oh.
So yeah. So come September, I'm probably going to have like a
sale?
$500 hydro bill when it should be 160.
So is there anything you want to sell me now?
Yeah.
Alrighty, everyone, there's going to be a big sale in about 30
Yeah.
days. Actually, an auction. No. Well, you can
Yeah.
set a reserve. You won't release it unless you hit a certain threshold.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. That works.
It's funny, my Bricklink ideas of doing these big sets and just buying the parts. It's kind of spreading. I had a guy I got to know in Winnipeg. He bricklinked all the parts for the ATOT dropship.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So did he tell you how much?
He hasn't given me an exact number, but he had like he's a big time Lego guy, so he's bought so much like bulk lots and stuff, and he said he had a ton of the parts already.
So he was probably halfway there. Okay.
Yeah.
I would love to see someone just straight out order it all and see how it compares to what it would have cost to buy the set.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
that's what I did with my
particular.
first set ever that I had done on Bricklink, where I did all the parts. I ordered every part. I didn't go, oh, I had this. I just said, okay, click, 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 and that's where I also made my very first big mistake. I didn't have one tab of parts in. So it cost me a bit more than it should have. It was still better than buying the set.
Yeah.
But I learned to be a lot more careful after that.
Well, and that's funny that, yeah, you can't. It's weird, Bricklink. It doesn't allow you to do that. Like, buy all. You got to do it in separate lots to do it properly. And I almost did the same thing. I caught it before I placed the order. But
Well, see, I didn't know, and it's like I got all my parts and I'm putting it together, and it's like I'm missing stuff. I wasn't, and I go to my browser, and it's like I had so many tabs open. I go, oh no, there's an actual tab there with stuff I didn't commit. It's like, oh, dirty. Yeah. I screwed. Well, lesson learned. Be more careful. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to on this one. I haven't done a time lapse since I did that helmet, so I'm doing this on a time lapse.
Oh, are you?
And I'll do like a review of it.
So what are you using? Your phone, or you got another camera for it?
Yeah, just my phone. I got it running up there on my mountain arm I got.
You can never have too many Marvel mechs, Jacob. I encourage you to have as many Marvel mechs as possible, to the point where you can't see your Ninjago anymore. I don't hate Ninjago. People think I hate Ninjago.
I wish I'd gotten some of the Ninjago movie sets. I actually really liked them.
Yeah.
And I wish I'd gotten that the bounty, the one from the movie.
I think both bounties are nice.
I should have.
One is clearly better than the other. I mean, we're not kidding ourselves, but there's a lot of nice Ninjago sets. It's just for me, and this is literally just my opinion. It's a theme that I think kind of requires the investment into the story and the lore and all that, but it's also a theme that's not directed at me or at adults. I think it's like the perfect theme for the entry level Lego fan that Lego wants, because you got this. First it's ninjas, so you're starting with something cool right off the top.
Yeah,
and then you're kidifying it, because it's not crazy, violent, nasty, bloody stuff. So that's nice. So the parents can be okay with it. And then they just go off on these tangents with the different waves. Like, we're doing jets here, and we're doing dragons here, and we're doing
Yeah.
mechs here. It's like, name something they haven't done. What's next? Space. They'll do rocket and space there, and if they haven't done it, they're going to do it. And then, of course, you even got stuff that appeals to the city type people with the docks and Apocalypseburg and a few of these other big monstrosities that are. You got to admit, there's nothing boring about them because they don't look like anything else you've ever built. That's for sure.
Oh yeah. Well, that Apocalypse, like, that's quite the set. Like,
oh look, so Jacob says they've done space on the show. Oh God, there's gonna be some space sets sooner or later.
They've done space.
See, I don't want to go down the rabbit hole of starting to watch that show. It's like, nope.
I had a bit with Nathan. It was the season where it was kind of like the blood sport season, I want to say. Like when they were having they were having to fight each other. I watched some of that one with Nathan, or a good portion. But since then, like, the newer, I can't get into it. Mind you, even Nathan's kind of stopped watching it. Not like what he used to, anyway.
See, now I got the spinny wheel and Snups is so painfully slow. I'm going to try and reach out to the devs again and see if I can get their attention. See what it is they're lacking that they need. I mean, I'm sure the answer is money, but,
Yeah.
There are ways of getting that. And I still think the service and the app are good enough to warrant a pay tier that would help fix some of these issues.
This thing's going to be bigger than I thought.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's a solid 2 handfuls. Like,
yeah. No, I'm liking that.
Yeah, there's bag
one. The one thing I didn't like was, it looks nice on the stand and everything, but like most UCS sets, it just eats so much space. So it stayed on display probably the shortest amount of time of almost anything I've put into the cabinet, just because I could put if I didn't mind laying the wings down flat and either putting it flat or something else. I could jam it into the cabinet and put a lot more with it, but it's like, then it doesn't look good. It looks nice on that angle, like that cross
T. It's got to be on the angle, eh?
And it's like, it ate up so much space for me. So it's like, Same thing with the small one. Even the small one, it was the same thing. Like, oh, I like it. And then it's like, no, I got to do something with this. It's just killing me on space. I would love to have more dedicated space for display, but that's just not in the cards right now.
I think I know where I'm going to put it. And it's going to kind of, it'll go up into the corner of the ceiling on one end and down to the bottom. Like, it'll kind of fit in. And then there should be still room to put stuff in front of it, I think, because it's not super deep, even when it's on stand. Once it's on stand, I don't think it's any deeper than that.
Yeah.
Really. So I'll be able to put maybe smaller sets in front of the wall. I don't want them too high or anything. I want to be able to see it, but smaller stuff will be in front.
Jacob said tournament
elements.
Of elements. Yeah. Okay, you know what's funny? That's not what I read the first time. In my head, I read tournament of elephants. And then I looked away, just like, okay, maybe I'm really tired. And what's sad is I'm looking at it on 32 inches, right? It's like, it's not small. It's like, all right.
Yeah, you got the old man monitor there.
Yeah. I tell you, great investment though.
Well,
I don't know what the diagonal. Well, I mean, yeah, 32 inches. I mean, it's a beast. And that arm I bought for it, that's worked good. I know some people, the Amazon reviews weren't like all glowing, and some said that, yeah, after a little while. But see, I don't monkey with it too much. I don't adjust it too much. All I do is change the actual angle of the arm, and maybe that's okay. Maybe if I was messing around with it more, I'd be suffering, but
yeah.
I'm liking it. Both the monitor and that arm I bought. Whoops. No, it's not Lego.
Well,
Don't put it there.
I think I'm gonna stop there. And if I do, I'll maybe even jump on. Well, we'll see what happens. Maybe tomorrow night I'll keep hammering away at bag 2. So time consuming. Up and down, up and down, up and down.
See, I don't know how people do speed builds. I find that crazy.
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
Racing through a build. When I was at FedEx, I was talking to that guy outside before they let me in, because they only let 2 of us in at a time. And he goes, I can't get into doing some of these builds, this and that, because it takes, so long. I go, well, one of my builds, it took me 17 days at 2 hours a day. He goes, you're kidding? I go, nope.
Well, and that's to me, and that's the enjoyable part. Like I like the fact that it's gonna last. Like I hate some of the builds, and yeah, you're done in a couple hours, and it's like, oh, okay, now what?
Yeah. That's why I don't mind spending money on the bigger ones, because it's usually very rewarding.
Oh yeah, you're getting a lot of value out of it.
I mean, those 3 magnetic figures I got for Halo, if I didn't get a good deal on them, I wouldn't even touch them. Because come on, 26 pieces each. I mean, I could do 1 piece a minute, and that's still going to be painfully,
Yeah.
too short. I mean, can you imagine that? one piece a minute. Super slow motion.
Yeah.
Is this a live build? Yes.
Sound like what's the name of that movie? It's that, not Pets. The one that's got the sloth in there. The sloth is working in the DMV or whatever.
Oh,
I don't
I
know if
can't
any of
remember.
you guys have seen that. I can't think of the name. It's freaking. And he starts to laugh. He tells a joke or says something. He makes him laugh, and he's like, it takes forever for his face to change. He's like, oh, oh, oh.
You almost wonder if it's a mistake.
Are you serious, Mama Lego? Tony Esposito died. Christ, eh?
No.
Zootopia, that was it. Yeah, Tony Esposito.
Oh my goodness.
Dude.
Wow. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, I was shocked. Finally, Cuomo resigned, eh?
What's that?
Cuomo, New York governor.
Oh, okay.
Have you been following?
No.
Oh,
No.
okay. Maybe because I'm, in Toronto, he's much closer. He's been in office like 10 years, and of course, COVID fell under him, but it's like, yeah, sex scandal, sexual harassment scandal with coworkers and all this, and he's denied it left, right, and center for a year, and finally some official charges are starting to come his way. It's like, and then when his staff started quitting in the last 2 days, like,
Oh,
yeah, it's coming. And then today I was at work and I looked at my phone on break. It's like, yep, he's done.
Oh, yeah. Breaking news.
Yeah. I mean, he did a lot of good stuff. Don't get me wrong, but clearly some nastiness is starting to come out, and
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to be able to shield his family from. I mean, they've been hearing it all along anyway, but clearly now it's going to get really serious because once the first charges are official, like he's got to get lawyer up. He's done. He is done. I'm sure a lot of people say he's a scumbag anyway, and they should have nailed him a while ago. But he was adamant. Oh, I'm not stepping down. This and that. They'll have to drag me out.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's pulling the
like
Trump.
I said, seriously, no, that's it. And he was likened to Trump a lot. So a lot of people ignored any good he had done.
Oh, yeah. Huh. Well, I think I'm going to call it a night here.
Awesome.
I think.
I think I got to keep working. I got to get more than one entry done.
Yeah. You got to put some work hours in. I got
to commit to doing a little bit every night. It's hard to do Monday to Thursday is so hard because, yesterday I felt like crap, so I didn't go in. And I slept most of the day, and then I had to take what I call sleepy juice at night, which is, Sleepy's D. And I'll tell you, that stuff works, by the way. If you take it, you got to be prepared to sleep for 8 hours because you should not drive, like sleep on 4 and then get in the car. Don't do it.
No way.
No.
You'd be groggy.
Yeah.
And coming, you guys.
But yeah, 7 or 8 hours. So yeah, close it down.
You bet. Thanks for coming out, you guys. We'll see you maybe tomorrow night. Definitely this week. I'll do another build.
All right. Shazam.
See you later.
Peace.
Yeah, you bet.